Speaking of the game, I am now recording our lovely voices. I shall send this to you, Liz, and you're able to edit whatever. If not, you can just leave it in there. And they get to hear our
Okay.
lovely voice. They'll also hear us during our breaks. There is no hiding from the public's now. uh,
Mwahaha.
Dun, dun, dun.
the other thing I don't have set up is it looks like I don't have the Roll20 chat included. All right, well
Whatever.
we're gonna manage with this for today. With
This
that
should be
said,
the only time we have to do this, hopefully.
yeah, for sure. With that said, Rampage, I believe you got our recapo.
Yes, and I honestly I don't know where to fucking start because, like, I know we started with the battle, but I don't know how to recap a double battle.
So, just since you're new to recapping, you just give the broad, quick notes, all that stuff. For example, you can say who your opponent was. It was X, Y, and Z versus Solrock, X, Y, and Z versus Lunatone. The battle was really epic. It was close, and the conclusion was X, Y, and Z. You don't need to sum up the turn by turn, and then you can go into the gist of the rest of the story. The really kind of cut down, clean version.
Okay, because that's what I kind of did in my notes. I did turn by turn on both battles. So I know.
Yeah, no,
But-
we don't need to play by play again.
I know, but I did that for, so I know basically what happened every turn. But anyways, so episode 6, Eclipse, the trial of the sun and moon begins. Martha Soul Lunatone is facing Ajax's pincer and Opal's Geodude.
Mhm.
I was over one battle at a time, then focus on the other battle. Save time.
Mhm.
First, it's also go back and forth between both battles about Ryan Sableye and Acrila's Ophelia is battling the Solrock. Both are good back and forth fierce battle between the two. And things were going good. weren't going so good at first for Team Solrock, as rolls were not going their way.
Mm-hmm.
As Liz hit Snake Eyes and Ryan was not having any luck with Sableye's rolls of the year. Then let's see. So I was only doing notes. While Buster is determined to keep Ryan in the village, he is throwing out all these, telling Ryan to stay in the battle. She's doing everything she can to keep him here. It's done safe. Then Buster and Ryan kept going back and forth at each other. It was a fierce battle that Ryan kept getting hit with a solar beam while the help Ryan out. Philly used. I don't know how to do this shit.
No, you're doing good.
Yeah,
Acrylic commanded use smoke holes.
Hidden
So I
power.
used it. So I storing up more currency once for Philia, using him now both offensively and defensively by using him filling his against the fallen stars defensively. Then for the offense, Phil tells Philia to use hidden power again, but this time focus on the Soul Rock. Helios fit was successful, but Soul Rock pretty much shook off that hit. Then, while over at Lunatone Battle, Ajax's pitcher grasps Lunatone in his pincer. It's called. What do you call the things on Princess head?
They're
Yeah,
pincers.
sure.
Pincers, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
And pretty much trapping pincers, Lumitone in pincers. God, that sounds so dumb.
In his grasp.
Yeah.
In the grass, and using it as a shield. As Ajax tells Pincers to strengthen his grip on Lumitone to ensure Lumitone doesn't escape while trying to move closer into tree cluster. While Pinsir scoops up Geodude as both now Pinsir and Geo are now tree cluster. Geodude is now safe of the false souls with it. And Lumitone tries all his might to escape Pinsir's grasp, but it can't. Then Opal and Geodude saw a double team in it. For good, back. Started trying to fight back by using Moonblast against the Pinsir. It hit point blank and it hit. Then once he got back to it was a very hard hit too. Managed to survive. And this is my note. The Lumitone crit the Pinsir with that attack. Then once it came Opal's Geodude's turn, Opal saw the cursed Geodude, and suddenly a bright light saw surrounding Geodude. When Geodude yells, "Dude!" After a moment, once the bright circle surrounds Geodude faded, Geodude was no longer Geodude, but Geodude evolved to Brave Graveler. Opal tells Graveler to use hidden power, as Graveler did by starting to take control of his hidden power and a different way due to having 4 arms. Graveler saw juggling green orbs as he challenged his power fast as he can, going by taking all 4 arms, shoot all 8 green orbs at the Lumitone and get successful hit. Swaying in favor and Opal and Ajax's favor. Now back to Lumitone. Lumitone used another Moonblast and that successfully took out Pinsir, and that knocked out Pinsir for the battle, and Lumitone got free. And but he went all out in the attack, and Pinsir, Graveler, then used his power again to knock out the Lumitone, and Ajax and Opal won that battle against the Lumitone. Meanwhile, the Angels on the ropes for Ryan and Aquila. Let's see. Thanks to Aquila's smart thinking, she used him power again on Soul Rock. But all this time, when Aquila used his power on Soul Rock, Aquila noticed additional strike to Aphelia's tail, being the same her as this more to her than meets the eye. Then when Sableye hit Ryan Sableye attack once more, he used a foul play to knock out the Soul Rock, and they won the battle. Then both won, and they all congratulated, high five, fist bump, all sorts. Once everyone's all that, a Tropius approaches Opal, and it was so mesmerized by how they battled and deems Opal worthy of balls, and just held it in her hand, and the Tropius lowers his head down, booped the ball, and Tropius became Opal's.
Hey,
Boop
Nina.
the ball.
Now, for the one thing I almost forgot to mention. During the last full battle, Mothra made Ryan promise to go to the Cave of Remembrance before he leaves if they won the battle. I was right about that. Anyways, after Goose sailed away, Mothra rewarded both teams with 1 TM. For Team Slumatone, they got Moon TM 58 Moon Blast, while Krill and Ryan got TM 68 Solar Beam for being Solrock. Then everyone just talked to him for a bit, go back to Hill Pincer, and as well get Wesley to go talk about plans to go next to Cave Remembrance, then go finally take Ratha to Weathertown. Then once the milder group is going back to the village, Wesley has been trying hard and pretty impressed Ajax so hard that Sintret evolved to a ferret. Wesley is disappointed with the ferret's lack of improvement. He returns to his Pokeball, then grabs a rocket and just weak into the Pokeball and tosses the Pokeball with the ferret inside into the forest. Then once the group returns, Wesley greets them as Ajax asks us what we've been up to, and after some questioning and pressuring, Wesley admitted he threw the Pokeball and the group all got mad at him. And Ajax went off dad mode and basically gave Wesley his son talking to that he doesn't want to turn to power and blah blah blah. Then Wesley had a connection and a meltdown when Ajax said, "If a Pokemon's weak, it's not because of the Pokemon, it's because of the train." That's when Wesley saw having a meltdown and dealing with his brain. And he promises to behave and be respectful to everyone, for now. And then he's also asking the group to go find the Sintret?
Ferret.
Like that, what's just too mixed up for some reason.
No, you're good.
After he healed up the pincer, that they went to Cave of Remembrance, guided by Mothra's Azatu. Once they got to the Cave of Remembrance, there was a bunch of bunch of colored gems at Cave of Remembrance. Bunch of orange and blue gems, rock shards. Opal and Gravelo started collecting them, and they were a firestone and a waterstone, if I remember correctly.
I believe. Let me double
Yeah,
check.
2 of each. Enough shards to make 2 of each.
And
Yeah, that was it. Yes.
So, by the way, I didn't write down this amount of notes because I forgot to. So my bad on that part.
You're good.
Oh, you're good. I transcribed the whole thing.
And that's what I'm mad about because you transcribed
I
the whole
got
thing.
you.
I could make it summary. But anyways,
You're good.
but after Opal started collecting all these gem shards to make a 2 water and fire stones. They started going further into the cave, guided by Mothra Zatu. They had to go into a little waterfall, and that's when suddenly both Ryan and Opal just stopped in place and had the eyes started glowing white as they started going through a little flashback scene of what long time ago in this cave when Ryan was a young boy. Him and his father was exploring this cave, going to do the cave routes, and they were getting chased by a Tyranitar and a Team Fusion member. And they were getting chased by a Team Fusion member, and the last thing Ryan knew his father pushed him out the way as his Tyranitar was chasing him, and Tyranitar shot on, and the cave was closing in on them. Rocks are falling, and to save Ryan's life, Ryan's father pushed him to save him, and that's when all the rocks collided on both Ryan's father and the lower half of Ryan's body. And while the Tyranitar and the Team Fusion member said, well, on the other side, blocked by the huge rocks, and Tyranitar was going through the whole rock mess. But in the midst of it, Opal and her Rhyhorn were on the other side as well. And Rhyhorn ran into Rise the Rocks fell. Rise the Rocks fell onto him. And so someone tell me how the Opal got hurt in this. How she got hurt.
Same.
Same thing as you, kind of. Rocks fell down on one of my legs, and
Okay.
Yeah. Then the Tyranitar smelled Rhyhorn's blood and started like digging towards that, and I think it just caved in more.
Okay. So I got mixed up. I was close, but okay. Then after Rhyhorn smelled Rhyhorn's blood, he started digging through the mess, trying to get to him. Once he eventually did, that's when Mothra and Hazatu, along with the other villagers, are pouring in, defending off to save Ryan, and eventually Opal. While the entire time Rhyhorn's spirit was with Opal the entire time to make sure she's safe. And then when the flashback ended, that's when Opal and Ryan convened and found out they were both in the same camp at the same time, and told the group what happened and what happened to them. And it's like talking about everything that happened. We're making their way back to we're making the way back to the village as Wesley came back and found the Centret and Furret. And is that all? Oh, they haven't seen things.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think so.
just some training.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, sorry for the long-winded intro. I'm not used to doing recaps.
Fine, you're
You're
fine.
good.
You'll get used to it. You're good. You did great.
You guys have just left Ambervale Cave, returned to your village, where Ryan will say goodbye to his mother. You guys will all have a proper goodbye from Ambervale. I'll leave us on the overview of Ambervale for now. Last time we left off with everybody training and getting ready to set out, but I don't know if you've officially said goodbye to your mom.
Man, I'll be back. I ain't gonna be gone forever.
There was no official goodbye.
Okay, so we'll pick up with... Go ahead.
I think Ajax and Wesley and Ryan were heading back to the village, and Opal and Akrilla had been sticking around because there was some mention of the possibility of fossils.
Yes.
Oh yeah, if you looked hard enough, yeah, sure. All right, so Opal and Akrilla, you guys can do research rolls. Both of you will take the higher. So both of you just roll once, and then we'll take the higher results.
Do I give help or no?
They're not specialized in finding this type of stuff.
Okay.
3 and 3, okay.
Oof.
Oh, it did work. Yay.
Yeah, it did go through, so we have some winnings there. Yeah,
Yay.
you find traces of like old rock and stones. You think there might be fossils in the cave, but you'll probably have to dedicate some time, maybe a week, maybe a month, to properly excavate them out and stuff like that. Which is something to consider probably after you get the Rattata where you gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We tried.
Yeah.
an attempt was made. That was a joke. And then Ajax was training with Wesley. Wesley's serious about getting stronger the correct way. He even managed to evolve his Sentret into a Ferret. And he wanted to show Aquila, but there are some concerns of that.
Yeah.
So Ajax said, not right now. But in any case, as you guys are hanging out, we can assume that eventually you all get back to the village, even if it's the next day or if it's nighttime, because Opal and Aquila try to find the fossils.
Mm-hmm.
But as you guys do get back to the village, would you guys prefer to pick up on your last night in the village or the morning where you're setting off to leave?
I think setting off's fine with me.
Yeah,
So now-
morning's good.
Yeah, sounds good to me as well.
So, here we go. It's the next day. You guys are about to leave the village. You can see the Vale folks are probably just clustered at the exit. Probably about 20, 30 of them. It's not a large village, though that's not everybody. Some of the elderly and some of the children are hanging back. Mothra sits there looking at you, Ryan. You can tell she's still unsure about it all, but she, you can see she's not going to try to stop you. She's not going to say anything. She just kind of gives you a soft smile and says, "Are you ready, Ryan?"
Yes, I'm ready. And don't worry, I'll be back someday. Promise you that.
She kind of puts her hands on your shoulders. Just be safe out there.
I will.
And the Vale folks all just kind of dance around you to give you like good omens and stuff. And your mom gives you a lock of her hair. Just keep it close.
I will.
And then she looks to you, to Krilla, Oppo, and Ajax. Do you want us to take care of the little runt till later? Referencing Wesley.
No, he can. He's better tagging along with me.
Alrighty. In that case, Wesley, please be on your best behavior. See, he just looks at, well, if your son doesn't love you, I'll be your son. Mothra chuckles. Well, Ryan, do you love your mom? He says. He just looks up at you.
Of course I love my mom. Why you damn sure I did?
Well, if I still had my parents, I wouldn't be leaving them. But you know,
Wow.
on the account of them being dead, doesn't really matter.
Hey Ajax, you keep Wesley in line, or I'm not gonna bite my tongue any longer.
You know, I promised your mom that I would keep you safe. Don't make me a liar, man.
I was talking about Wesley.
Yeah, don't forget, Ajax is my dad. You hurt me, he hurt you.
Yes, and you're the you are the much older person. You should be more mature about it and just brush his comments off.
I've been. Oh, I haven't been respectful, Wesley. I haven't left the village yet. Are you breaking that promise?
Fine. I guess I have to put on my big boy boots and we'll just agree to disagree.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Ryan. I won't bother you anymore. But if I catch you looking at me again, it's over. And he storms off, and he yells, "Mothra! If things don't work out with you in the future, I'm sure my dad would love to marry you." And then Wesley leaves the village with Direge in his hand. Mothra looks at Ajax and goes, "What was that about?"
I don't know. he lost his parents. I guess he's just trying to recreate his family for some reason.
She looks away, blushing. Go,
Why is
Ryan.
everybody falling for Ajax? Jesus.
Ajax is maximum sex appeal, okay?
Apparently.
He's
He's got the riz.
He's a gym bro, but also kind of has a goth look to him, so he's just fulfilling everyone's fantasy.
Oh my goodness.
He was worried about fucking Wesley. That's worried about Ajax. And I had to throw another monster's pants.
If it makes you feel better, all the male Vale folks also started blushing.
Oh,
Oh my god.
no discrimination here.
Some of them are willing to give their life for Ajax. But anyways,
Ooh.
What do they call that? Equal opportunity or?
there we go.
Oh my god.
All right, so as you guys, unless you have something from Moth or Opal, Krilla, and Ajax, I imagine you guys continue after Ryan and Wesley. Any final words to them or no?
I'll probably thank Mothra and then whoever else for getting me to, was it Tindra Town? What is the name? Yes, Twindra Town.
Twindra.
Yeah. I'll probably thank them for getting me there and getting me to safety.
No. I'll thank them all for their hospitality and take some bison to go.
Yep.
While eating bison.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Thank you for hospitality. This is the best stop ever.
Okay. As you guys set off the next coming days, you make it through. You make it back into Thornwood Thicket. Thornwood Thicket gives you guys minimal problems, but we'll have a nighttime scene if you guys want to camp here. But I won't waste your time with random encounters here because you've already completed the zone. And when you first go to a zone, I'll always have a story for each place on the map, no matter where it is. But when you return, unless it's a very dangerous area, like the Iron Cage Mountains, for example, where the Reggie Steel is, Ironcrag, then I won't always have encounters for you guys. But with that said, if you guys would like to take a rest, have a rest scene, we can put you guys back on the map where you met the gym leader prior. And then we'll get into today's episode after that. Or would you prefer to skip that and get straight to Route 2? Yeah. I don't know if you guys want like a, before we get too far, check on whether, Ryan's actually doing well.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put us there. We don't have to be there for long. So if you guys want to stay there for short, we can. It sounds like we're 50-50 or we're not sure.
I'm gonna have the option.
I don't know. There's not really too much to speak on, I don't think. Other than check, I guess we could check up on Ryan and stuff.
Opal will definitely have been riding the Tropius. Acryla calls them banana beards and was calling them banana beards, and it just got shortened to Nina, so the Tropius's name is Nina. But if she sees Ryan looking any kind of like extra tired or anything like that, she would definitely make sure to extend the offer for Ryan to ride with her on the Tropius, just to make sure that he doesn't fall behind or anything.
Okay.
I pretty much just say I reassure the groups I'm feeling fine, and just tell them I actually feel a little bit, actually not a lot better, just somewhat better ever since we left the cave. Like, oddly enough, I felt like a weight to something came off my shoulders after we left that cave.
That's awesome. That's really good. I'm glad to hear it.
Okay. So you guys are traveling, and Ryan, give me a fitness. Fitness is gonna be because fitness is body. So we're gonna see whether you guys have to stop here for a long period of time, or if he's able to push through it.
And what is that dice?
Yeah. So if you shift double click your character sheet, your token, on the left side is the fist symbol.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's D4.
You got a 25% chance of being fine,
Oh.
50% of being rocky, and a 25% of passing the fuck out.
Call dibs on that one.
You able to? You need me to press it for you, or?
Okay, I just make sure I had a second, alright.
Oh, hey.
So 2 and 3 was the 50% chance I was telling you. So you guys can see that Ryan's doing well, as in he's not passed out dying on a 1, but he's also not perfectly fine, because that would have been a 4. So you do see that he's probably sweating a lot more than normal because he's so attached to the village, like his physicality with the water and stuff. But he's still doing okay. Not enough to have a long extended scene here, but enough you guys to maybe check on him briefly before we continue.
Yeah, hey man, you're looking pretty tired. Do you want to stop and take a rest real quick?
Full bed, but I don't want to take it out too long. I don't drag you guys behind.
No, it's nothing like that. I could use a break too. Give my leg a rest and just kind of pat it and.
I'm feeling
Swinger.
fine, but every rest of it, if y'all okay with it.
Okay. Yeah, let's stop up here where we hung out with Picasso the other night. Wonder what that dude's up to. Oh, we forgot to ask about him in the village.
Awesome.
Picasso.
Akrillo will be by the fire with all the Pokemon, with the last of the bison crying and distributing it amongst all the bison, and walks over to Ryan and hands him half of the last of the bison. Here you go, the last of the bison.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And then I'll just sulk back to the Pokemon and start nibbling on the bison, just crying. I really like bison.
Opal, you could see that in the tent behind you. There's something like digging out underground, just a little dirt pile starting to mound up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, Grave, come here.
Great.
You see that?
Yes.
Like, should we go try to dig it up?
When you say that, you see the hole just kind of pop, and it's just like this muddy dirt pile, and the tragic cart blows water in your face. Tragic.
You little shit. Come here, you! And she'll rush forward and try to grab him and pick him up. Because I was gonna ask how Tragikarp was like handling the Tropius. come here, you, and like she's trying to pick him up, and Jesus Christ, this thing is like taking me down every time.
It smacks you and bounces towards the water, but it doesn't really like the water, so it just throws itself in the dirt next to it.
Nope. That's you. You want to use splash? Come on, we're going in the water. Let's see if we can get any more of that silver to shine on you. And she'll pick him up and just like two-hand and like take him over to the water. And if you want to play, we'll play.
You can see some fish looking at as she's like panicking. They're thinking about beating the bricks off him, but they don't.
Well, I don't know. Like, I just have frickin' God roll for his attacks. He'll probably be fine. Man, your dice rolls are insane for this little shit.
He's holding on to that secret D12 splash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he has successfully smacked you without fail every single time. Statistically, you should have failed at least one.
No. No.
This fish really wants to smack her.
But Wesley sees the whole thing unfold and as he's playing by the water, and he says, "You know, we could just put him on a stick and cook him. Do people eat Pokemon?"
Do you want to eat a Pokemon, Wesley?
I mean, Tragikarp probably tastes like fish.
Tragikarp probably tastes like mud.
Oh, you're right.
Acrylla will like mutter out through like still nibbling on the bison. Magikarp and Tragikarp are very similar, so you probably wouldn't want to because they're like rock hard. Still crying.
What do you think? What do you think, Graveler? Do you think if Tragikarp keeps acting a fool, we can see if the Sableye wants to eat him?
He agrees, but he also breaks his knuckles because he's got ideas.
Oh, at least one of you's on my side, and she'll pat Graves' head.
Rage. And he starts putting his hands up like he's dancing.
It's a rave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see, Ajax. You see that Pincer brings to you 3 logs. They're like just like bundles of sticks. And he just kind of bows and puts them on the floor in front of you, Ajax.
Thank you, Pincer. You can put them by the fire. Thanks for the fire.
Sir. He puts them by the fire when he checks on Ratatat. They've been building a secret relationship. Ratatat looks at him and Ratatat stands up and Pincer takes measurements of like little branches of sticks and stuff. Showing that Ratatat that he's getting taller each time. He's marking it with a claw. How high he can put his body up, since usually he can only like slouch or hunch over. And the Ratatat just kind of smiles at him and he goes, "Sir," and salutes him.
No.
And then you see him, he gets this little like a leaf blanket and put it over the Ratatat.
Aww.
Oh, that's adorable.
Meanwhile, Dredge is looking in every direction, wondering if he should run off because Wesley's a piece of shit. He's thought
Maybe
about
a little fruit.
It's so bad that when Drudge makes a run for it, you see the red beam as he gets returned. Wesley's just so used to it. He's so used to it, he's always ready.
Oh my gosh.
You're not going anywhere, buddy. You're mine. He puts it in his pocket.
When Ajax sees that, he just kind of calls Wesley over.
Yeah?
You know, if you keep acting the way you do, none of your Pokemon will respect you.
But Starly respects me. Starly just kind of looks at him. Goes to fly off, but he returns Starly.
I don't think they do.
Just every time they do something wrong, I just want them to know they're doing something wrong so they get better.
Then no, they can sense that you're not a good person, Wesley. By the way you talk to Opal, Ryan. I don't think you've said anything too bad to Aquila yet. I'm sure it's going to happen sooner or later.
He takes a mental note that he hasn't said it too bad to Krilla yet.
Oh no.
But he tells you,
Oh, God.
my brother. I don't know if you know this, but I have a brother. When he shipped me over here to live with that old hag, he told me that he was sending me to a new region to protect me. So I gotta be strong. I don't know what's coming in the future. I don't know why my brother sent me to this region. I don't know what happened to my parents. In fact, they might not even be dead. I just make things up. But I mean, I haven't seen them my whole life. So if they're alive, where the hell are they? Oh, sorry.
It's fine, Wesley. You have a lot of trauma in your past, but you can't let that hold you back and shape you into the wrong type of person.
Yeah. I do have one thing from my dad, though. Can I show it to you?
Sure.
He goes into his pocket, and he pulls out a cloth. It's a black cloth of a red marking on it, just an R symbol. He shows it to you. Yeah, I think it was an engineer or something, because I mentioned rockets a lot. And I was told my dad was a gym leader too, so I don't know if he was an engineer for rockets or a gym leader.
Oh no.
But my brother told me that my dad was a bad man, that he was going to take him out, which that's a lot to tell me. I was 2 years younger. But he sent me over here to protect me so I don't get caught in the fight.
Wesley. Just treat people better, and your Pokemon won't want to run away.
All right. How'd you get so strong and stay good?
I don't know what I am, but good is probably not the word I would use to describe myself at the moment. I am a work in progress, Wesley.
Why does Pinsir respect you then? He doesn't even know you, but he just complete utter loyalty to you.
The way I treated him. I didn't try to take him away from his forest. I gave him a choice. I explained that his trees would be safe due to his legacy. And it was his choice to come along with me.
And how come Chimchar's the opposite? He's more like me.
Because I neglected Chimchar far too long. He grew to, I guess, hate me a little bit. But we're working through it. And as you can see, I'm not forcing him into his Pokeball. It would be a lot easier to travel with him in his Pokeball, but he's not quite ready to accept it quite yet, so giving him his space. If he wants to leave, he can. He hasn't yet.
Also, something creepy happened the other day when you were sleeping. That ball of yours opened up in your neck.
It opened.
Yeah, a large creature came out of it. It looked dangerous. Real large creature. When it saw me, saw it. Act like I died, and when I opened my eyes, it was gone, and the ball was closed again. But it was big. He's huge.
Thought the Pokeball was broken. I've never been able to open it before.
Yeah.
But regardless of it, Wesley, that Pokemon, that Pokeball, they're not good news, Wesley. Not yet, anyways.
Were you a bad man before? That Pokemon looked evil.
I am a cautionary tale, Wesley. That's what I am.
Fine.
Strive to be like the current me, not the past me.
What do you do when you're jealous of people? Because I know I fight with Ryan a lot, but Ryan's everything I wish I could be. Minus the
I don't know, Wesley.
minus the dying without the village part, but everything else was good.
I wouldn't say I'm ever been envious of anyone or jealous. You just have to believe in yourself. For the better or the worse, you just have to think you're better than those around you.
I'll get that part down.
Yes, but you don't have the humility, nor can you back it up.
That's true. All right. He sends out Durej. Durej, I'm going to be better to you. Next time you lose a fight, I won't be mean to you. From this day forward, we're partners. You and me. We're going to have an even split. 55 me, 45 you. And he gives him a hug. And Durej looks at Ajax. Nervous, but Wesley goes, I promise. I'll treat you good. And Durej just kind of nods. But we're going to leave Starling in the ball because I don't know if I could, keep them both around. One step at a time.
Sure, Wesley.
And you see him
Sounds like a good plan.
You see him go to sleep and says, Durej, you better be here when I wake up. Please.
Jesus.
And he goes to sleep in the tent. There we go. That's how
AJ just turns to Chimchar, just like it's hard being a father figure.
Yeah.
It's hard being a dad.
Chimchar smokes a cigar and nods.
They're just bros.
You don't know when Ajax, but you see he's got the Team Rocket ribbon wrapped around his neck right now. Chimchar, like it's a fashion statement.
AJ just kind of looks at him. Are you sure you want to keep that?
He spins it like it's a cape, and he just shows you his muscles like he's a superhero, and he just nods.
Oh, all right, Chimchar. I'll let you keep it.
Okay. Any other scenes? Or are we happy to continue to Route 2?
Akrila's gonna finish her bison and lay down fetal position on the floor, crying while her Pokemon console her. And that's it for me.
I think. Oh my god. I think Opal's going to pull Tragikarp out of the water, and she and Grave are gonna head back down and curl up next to Tropius, and Opal is going to make a little dirt pile, kind of like the one that Tragikarp was hiding in before, and she's just gonna make a little dirt pile next to Tropius and just gently set the Tragikarp down. Good night. And like curl up and see what he thinks about that.
Like he has a lazy eye. There's a heart in one of his eye, and his other eye is pure disgust and anger. He's slowly.
We're getting there.
The love balls it's working overtime with this one.
A lazy-eyed Pokemon. When did I send you a picture of my dog?
Tragikarp.
Yeah, that checks.
Tragikarp won't smack you tonight. Not until you fall asleep.
Okay.
And then if you do wake up, he's gonna act like he's asleep, so you won't even notice. All right. Ryan, any final scene here? Any thoughts? First time really setting out into the world. What's going on?
I'm just thinking about everything I remember in the cave. I'm just sitting by the fire while occasionally looking at Sableye that's just resting next to me. Just thinking about the adventure ahead of me and just thinking about, like I said, everything I remember in the cave about the Team Fusion member, Tyranitar, everything. Just processing still.
Yeah. Sableye is sitting next to you, and he just gives you broken pieces of a gem to have.
I think Sableye softly rubs his head.
And he watches to look and see who's watching him. And he stands next to Wesley, and he shows you he's willing to karate chop him if you give him the order.
I appreciate Buddy, but I don't think it'll be fine. You grab what and get it out of control.
Right now it's to Sableye. And then, Wesley just turns over to sleep and farts.
Of course.
It's a really long fart, like just a dragged out. Like you're worried that when you wake up, it'll still be going in the morning.
What are we feeding this kid?
The good news is no wild Pokemon will be attacking today because of that.
Scared him off.
Tragikarp seems to like the smell of it as he smiled for the first time since he was born.
I was wondering.
Oh my-
Is that he gonna flop into the tent and be like, "Oh yeah,
my
this
goodness.
is stuff."
Right
This
there
is good shit.
under the AC, right there.
Reminds me of home.
Little shit.
He's finally happy to be in the party.
Yeah.
Okay. All
The
right.
love ball's working. The love ball's working.
So yeah, you guys have an otherwise uneventful night. It takes about 30 minutes before the farting sounds stop, but
Jesus.
the sun would rise.
Jeez.
You wouldn't know it in the Thornwood because it's mostly dark here. But eventually, you guys will head out towards Route 2, the next place in your destination as you're heading towards Palmyra Town, where you'll be able to hopefully cure the Rattata, as well as take on your first gym challenge for those of you interested. Upon arriving,
I fed it one of the berries. I'm keeping track of
Okay.
the inventory and stuff for that, so
good, yeah.
it is being fed.
Okay. But as you guys get to Route 2, this is what you see. You see, a man just as stacked as Ajax, doing karate on the road. Fist, kick, slide, backflip. And he's, you see him talking to a bunch of small little Pokemon. If you want to take back your home, you need to learn it. When I pass through here and I leave, you'll only have yourselves to protect. Do not be bullied. Do not be pushed out. And I'll put you guys there. As you see Killer N talking to the Eevees. Did I give you guys his first name originally, which is Banner? Can't remember.
Bruce, is that you?
No, there we go. It's a Banner. Banner. Yeah, Banner Killeran, but I wrote Banner. Okay, so Banner is talking to them. His last name Killeran, so we'll just use that since it's on his token. He looks down at this group of Eevees and he just keeps saying, "I get it. The Puchianas are numerous and the Mightyana is strong. That's why his name has Mighty in it. But if you work together, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Yes, I could defeat them for you. But you won't be able to survive in the wilds when I'm gone if you can't take up the fight yourselves." And then he sees you guys kind of come up behind him and he turns to all of you. "Hello? I'm sorry for blocking your way. I'll get the Eevees out of the road immediately."
Akrilla's going to just light up with hearts in her eyes and run up to one of the Eevees like, "Oh my god, you guys are the cutest things!"
Aww.
They look injured and beaten when you run up to them and get a closer look on them. They get the scuff marks you see in every anime ever.
Oh.
And Killeran just says, "Unfortunately, these Eevees have been displaced from their homes. A predator, a Mightyana and his Puchiana gang has defeated and... well, you see," points to their injuries. "Now, in order for them to reclaim their home, I'm trying to teach them how to fight. I'm trying to teach them moves they can't normally learn. But in order to teach them these moves," and he's like breathing heavy while he talks, he's like throwing punches and kicks. "In order to teach them these moves, they must see me in action. If only I had someone suitable, someone who I think could take my punch from me right to the face and still be standing."
Akrilla looks to Ajax.
Yeah, that's a segue if ever I've heard one there, bud.
"No, I'll see you guys later." No, that's it.
Anyways, bye.
All right, guys, that's today's episode.
If you need a sparring partner, I can assist you with that.
"Your nearly as tall as me. Your neck is half an inch thicker than mine. You're the perfect specimen."
Well, I at least like to think so.
I need everybody to stop simping for Ajax. Jesus Christ.
Better Ajax than you, babe.
Yeah, true.
Look, we're doing reverse D&D, all right? We're only objectifying the men, okay?
I love it.
So
We're here
Killeran,
for it.
Killeran says, "Have you ever heard of the most powerful move, close combat?" To Ajax.
Like the Pokemon move?
"Yes.
Yes.
Do you know many fighting type Pokemon learn their techniques from watching civilization over their time? People like me and you, warriors. High jump kick, ha ha. Wait." And he's like doing all these moves. Watching us develop their own skills over time, making many normal Pokemon permanently set into the realm of fighting. And that is how you get Pokemon like Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Machoke, etc., etc. We are a form of evolution. Now, show me, Ajax. Show these Eevees exactly what it means to be a warrior, to fight for what you believe in. I'm going to come at you with everything I've got.
Okay,
As these guys are having
just
like
give me a
this serious.
second. And Ajax will kind of like take off his hoodie that he's always wearing. He'll kind of like take it off, drop it, and you know the chain Pokeball will still be on him. But you guys would see that under it he just kind of wears like a muscle shirt. He doesn't actually wear a shirt under it, under his hoodie. It's just a muscle shirt. And you would notice some scars on his arms, some going towards his back, and one going across his chest, or the start of one going across his chest.
I see you've suffered much pain in your life. Such is the way for people like me and you. And he tells you, I don't expect you to become a punching bag. I want them to see, front row, what it means to clash with someone in close combat. Blow for blow, hit for hit. Me and you. Mano a mano.
Sure.
Yeah, but
It took-
first,
It took me fighting several people to get some of these scars. I doubt you'll give me one.
He looks at you. That is a solid statement. But first, he pulls out a gel and begins to slick his hair. This thing isn't this isn't a natural position, by the way. Have to continuously jelly.
Oh my
it's
god.
Johnny Bravo.
Oh my god, it is. Okay, so while these guys are having like this serious heart to heart, Akrill is just gonna be sitting in the middle of all these Eevees and like petting them all and giving them little snacks as Growlithe is just sitting there too.
Sure. Yeah, as you guys are watching it, I'll see what all of you are thinking. Growlithe is just eating it. His snacks, watching you. Wesley is he tells Ryan that I've got 5 $Poké that Ajax is gonna beat that dude's censored. AS.
Ugh. Ugh.
I'll pass a little bit. This is just
5, that's it?
That's all I've got. I'm only 10 years old.
It's more than we've got.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, if you guys play next, I'll give you $1. But yeah, Ryan, do you think of anything when you look at these two individuals? Do you want to get in the fight with them, or you think you'll just get?
No, I'll pass. I just want to kill it. I just want to kill it and the Eevees.
Okay. Yeah, the Eevees are just they're so scared that they're just shaking as you guys are touching them, and they're watching Killeran and Ajax. Grave kind of flexes his muscles to you, Opal. And he actually thinks he could probably take Ajax and Killeran by himself.
I really think you could too, buddy. But why don't you let them do their stuff first, and one of them can take the other one out, and then it'll be easier for you, okay?
Chimchar is just, like he would hop off of Ajax shoulder, and he would look at Grave, and he would just kind of like point at him and give him the bring it on.
Oh, there's that. Do you want to go?
Before Graves responds, you see Killeran goes to a big rock and just screams "rock smash" and blows it into oblivion. And Graves is like, definitely preferring the Chimchar now.
Go play with Chimchar. Don't get too hurt, okay? Okay, go on, shoot.
So they just
And she's basically just holding the Rattata in one hand and the Tragikarp under the arm of the other side, and leaning up against Nina and just like watching the specimens with appreciation. And yeah, that's Opal. Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Get him, Grave.
Yeah, Grave and Chimchar just sparring in the background as Killeran stands up. The rock is dusted on the ground. Killeran looks at you, his teeth grinding, and he goes, "It was a hard rock." But he goes, "One moment before we fight." He takes out his eye contacts and puts in a different pair.
This guy.
He's got strings under his shirt. He pulls it to make your shirt even tighter.
Oh my god.
For some reason, he goes to the top of that mountain there and he just enjoys the view. And then he comes back and says, "I'm ready."
Are you sure you want to fight? I wouldn't want to mess up your face or anything. You seem like you care about it a lot.
It's okay. I have this makeup kit here.
Okay.
This way, if you were to injure me, no one would be able to tell the difference. Not that that will happen. But he makes his belt buckle so tight around his waist that it looks like it's gonna pop. And when he flexes, it does exactly that. It pops. And he runs at you and goes, "Surprise attack!" You give me a fitness roll.
Dear God.
You guys are. I think you have a D10. You guys are matched at a D10.
No Pokemon. 6.
You see his surprise attack. You're able to block it. You can tell that he's very strong, just like you. You guys probably have are evenly matched in terms of your physical output, but skill might be a different matter. But as you block his attack, he kind of bombards your arms about 4 or 5 times with just heavy punches. And then you can tell me how you respond. That was your defense roll. Now you'll get to do an offensive roll against him.
Ajax will wait for for Killaran to back off, and as he backs off, Ajax would try to rush him and kind of try to get around him, behind him, and try to suplex him.
Okay, give me another fitness.
No.
Oof.
Oh
We start
no.
with 1 mastery, right?
You do.
We do get 1 mastery, yeah.
Yeah, let me reroll that. Like that. Oh, 5.
Ayo.
That's better.
You see, he nearly catches you as he throws an elbow, but you're able to just barely evade it and strike him, and he goes rolling back a little bit. But you notice he doesn't spit up blood, so he grabs a bunch of berries, crumbles it in his mouth, and then spits it on the ground. That was a good punch.
Dude.
You sure are about your aesthetics, huh?
Right now, we need to just show these Eevees that it's okay to get hurt in a fight. You did hurt me, but not enough to make me bleed my own blood.
I mean, I
Nobody
didn't try to
wants to
punch
do-
you in your face. I can try punching you now if you want.
Ha! That's exactly what I want. When I'm done, I don't want people to be able to recognize me or you for that matter. But first, there's something that we need to come to an agreement on.
Sure.
Which cheek are we willing to give up? The left or the right? This way we can stand in particular directions when people look at us and they won't even be able to tell. That's why I'm
How
viewing you.
about
Since the start of this fight, I've been viewing you with my left side. He turns. You see there's a bruise on his right side.
how about I even it out for you?
Deal.
That way you
Oh.
won't look different either way.
Excellent. But first, you see him. He puts the camera down. It looks like an older Pokédex, and he hits record. Hello, everyone. It's me, Killaran. I'm about to show you how to defend yourself in combat against deadly hooligans like this man here, a wanted criminal. All right, let's go. And he's gonna go on the offense this time and try to attack.
Oh god. Jesus Christ.
Guy uppercut. Oh my God! He crit
Wait,
twice.
oh my.
He crit twice.
Go kill the man.
So I'm gonna say that he gets like a clean cut hit on you since he was the offense, but you're so powerful that you don't budge an inch. You just kind of like, the anime scene where you hit a guy and he just stares at you sitting there.
Yeah.
What the hell? He goes. He runs away to his phone, deletes the footage.
I told you it took multiple men to give me a scar, so you have your work cut out for you for you to even try to hurt me, really.
I knew I shouldn't have took those drugs.
Whoa.
Don't worry, they're prescribed to me. They're pharmaceutical.
Prescription drugs.
He looks at you and he goes, "Fine, I guess we'll have to call this a draw."
Agent just kind of looks at him. Sure, a draw.
But for the sake of the Eevees, I want you to give me your hardest barrage of attacks. Have you ever seen close combat force like this? And he does like 20 punches in like 3 seconds. He's pretty strong, but you're not a front. You're the real deal as well. So you're making him look a lot weaker. But he throws like 20 punches in like 3 seconds or less. And he goes, "I need you to hit me with that. Can you do that?"
I can try.
He braces for impact, and the Eevees get up and get closer to the fight to watch you perform close combat. We're all counting on you.
Is that a roll? I have to roll for that.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage fitness.
Okay.
You're about to just do like your best punches at him.
Submit.
Oh.
Oh, hold on. That's a D. It rolled a D6. Hold on. The Pokemon support rolled a D6.
What's a support? Okay.
Alright, we got it.
Oof.
7.
Yeah,
It's
there
better.
we go. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Yeah, you come at him and you punch him a bunch of times. He starts to take the hit. He keeps saying, for some reason, every few punches he keeps saying, "I won't cry. I won't cry. I won't cry." You see a tear begin to form in his eye, but he sucks it back in. And when it's done, he breathes heavy and he looks to the Pokemon. Eevees. If you can become as strong as this man one day, you'll become as strong as me one day. And then he grabs onto a bench as he almost falls over. That's close combat. What's your name? Stranger almost as powerful as me.
Ajax.
I'm Banner Killoran.
Good to meet you, Banner.
Good to meet you as well. Here, my autograph. He signs.
Ajax just has a confused face.
He signs a really tight shirt. If it doesn't fit you, you can make it tighter by pulling these strings. And he just hands it to you. Now, I think that I'm going to get some air. And for some reason, he's back all the way on top of that mountain in the distance. Like he's real far over there. Just watching the rest of you. All right, so before we get to what's next with the Eevees, what did Opal, Akryla, and Ryan think of the fight as you guys watch it all play out?
For me, I was face bombing this time. I'm like, gee, what was wow? Well, what is witnessed?
Akryla will be like right behind where the Eevees are, invested in watching it. You don't know where she got popcorn, but she's eating popcorn. Just watching.
Yeah, you see Casanova comes out of the ball. I bet you couldn't get her popcorn like I just did. I want you to know she named me Casanova. It's a lot longer name than your name, Pixel. Picture's just like, he's trying to hold his composure because you told him not to fight. So he just looks a little upset towards Murkrow, but he just lays there. Casanova just goes, "Good boy."
Aw.
But all you hear is Murkrow, Murkrow.
Yeah, completely oblivious. I'll be like, "Oh, buddy," and give him some popcorn and Pixel some popcorn.
Okay. At that point in time, you would see that Killoran's getting like bursted down by Ajax, and the Eevees are stop shaking as they get inspired. And Wesley just throws his hands up. "That's my dad." Yeah. And what is Opal thinking as she watches? Which, by the way, Graveler and Chimchar, their battle's almost concluded. They're mostly sparring. They're almost evenly matched.
Yeah, Opal's not watching the Pokemon fight. No, they're like I put in chat. Opal's eyebrows are so far up on her forehead, you're not sure that she has eyebrows. It's just pure appreciation. And she's just, cuddling the Rattata. Like, this is great. This is everything I signed up for as a Pokemon trainer. I'm here for it.
Watching two people fight.
Yeah.
Everything I signed up as a Pokemon trainer.
This is everything I signed up for. Yeah.
Okay. Killoran comes back from the mountain watch. He used his makeup kit to get rid of his injuries. It's like we didn't even come to blows, Ajax. Hello, everyone. I'm a professional martial artist.
Just don't get near any water, I guess.
Don't worry, it's water resistant.
Can I pull out Tragikarp?
Yeah, Tragikarp comes out.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. You want to do me a favor and double check, make sure that guy's makeup's good?
He just flings across the room. Where's Opal Tragikarp sheet? He goes to smack the other dude.
Oh,
It's a solid 8.
that's my boy.
Let's see if Killoran has enough skills to avoid it though. He doesn't. He doesn't expect it coming. He sees this brown fish thing flying at him, and Killoran goes, "What's that?" Slam. And you see his makeup. You just see a large little just fin indented on his face. But then he turns away for half a second. Goes, "What's that over there?" When he looks back, it's gone. He re-makeup it. And you see him set up his recording. "My friends, me and Ajax came to blow and we agreed on a draw. Professional courtesy on my part for him. But in any case, these Eevees are ready to take on the mighty Anna, and these folks have agreed to become their new trainers. Isn't that right?" He just looks at all of you guys like you guys already talked about this. But the Eevees look excited because there's 5 of you and 5 of them, to each of you to command them against the Mightianas and stuff. Now, you can say no. You don't have to agree to it. But Killoran just looks at you guys and the recording is going.
Akrilla's eyes will light up and she'll just have the biggest smile on her face and pick up the Eevee and say, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll take the Eevee. I'll head the one in front of me.
Yeah. Opal will bend down and hold a hand out because she hasn't gone up to see any of them yet. And yeah, I'll help you out, little one. Maybe if we win, you guys might be able to come travel with us if you want.
They look at each other. Eevee, 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 Eevee. And this one is reluctant though. He looks at Ajax, and he looks at his bruises, and he's just kind of reluctant to approach Ajax.
Ajax would just kind of look at it, and just, if you don't wish to join me, you don't have to, little one.
See him look down to the dirt, and he jumps up and tries to double kick you in your stomach to prove he's strong, but you don't feel anything when he hits your belly.
Oh.
Ajax would kind of, let out some air. It's like, that's a pretty good kick. You might give Chimchar a run for his money. And then Chimchar would just kind of turn around mid spar with Graves, just like, Chim.
As you can see, my many subscribers, due to the injuries I placed upon his body, the Eevee was able to penetrate him.
Ajax just looks at Banner. You want to go for round 2?
Unfortunately, I don't have enough gel to keep this up law. And he uses his gel and he strokes his hair out. Everyone, I'm heading back to town now. You know where to find me. In Palmyra, at the Dance Fist Revolution. It's I, undefeated champion returning home soon. And he ends the feed and he turns to all of you. I appreciate your time. Help these Eevees reclaim their homes, and I'll see you all in the future. I shall sign something for each of you. You just start signing random stuff on your person unless you stop him.
Oh, I will stop him. I
will stop him
will
as well.
stop him. Yes. We're heading to Palmyra Town. We'll find you there, okay?
Haha. Of course. And
Yeah, what Opal says.
It was definitely gonna find you.
Yeah, he signed.
I don't think we'll be able to miss you.
Of course not. And you see that his pants are so incredibly tight, you can just see his buns.
Oh my god.
As he walks over, he gives Wesley back his signed hat. My signature's worth a lot of Poké dollars in that town, so I don't mind if you sell it. Here. He walks off.
Okay.
And for some reason, he's back at that mountain view.
That guy's really fast.
And real agile.
Really full of himself.
Okay. The Eevees are waiting for you guys to take them back home so that they can fight. But you can see that the Eevees are willing to travel with you, but now it's more about the message that their home was taken for them, rather than moving back in.
Okay.
Because you guys have 5 Eevees, let's do 2 things. Before we go and fight the Marianas and the Puchianas, let's take a 10-minute break. And when we get back, hopefully each of you have your name for your Eevee so that we don't get confused when everyone's screaming Eevee this, Eevee that, Eevee this, Eevee that. Especially your DM when I'm like, Mariana attacks Eevee, and all 5 of you are like, which one? So let's take a 10-minute break for you to name your Eevees, and I will see you all soon. Do I have a break thing on this stream thingy? Let me check.
You could just end it and then redo another one.
That's true. Let me do that then.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to Pokeymanz Discount Stream. Your boy. Play characters have moved towards their cave where the Eevees used to call home. And even though they're heading out of town, they want to come back and bust some heads. What are you guys? 5 of you guys? Okay. Let's move you guys to the map. You can see hanging out in the cave like it owns the place of Mighty Mightyana. That is Mighty. And as this Mighty Mightyana displays his mightiness, he just kind of starts to growl. And his reeking of intimidation kind of spills over the party as the Puchianas just kind of rile up behind him. And the Eevees start to get a little nervous, but they look at their trainers. Give me heart rolls to see if you guys can keep them from being afraid and getting the intimidation tax. So far, so good. Who else are missing? Ryan.
I don't know.
And we'll do Wesley. Wesley's got some heart on him. He's D6, but he ain't got heart today.
Oh, buddy.
Everybody's Eevee's ready except for Wesley's, who immediately starts to run for the hill. But eventually he gets his Eevee in there. His Eevee is going to have a -1 for the intimidation. But there's no time to talk. Mariana's about that smoke. So everybody give me your fitness roll. Remember, the fitness roll is unsupported. It's just your own thing.
Oh no. Ajax is like, I got this.
Oh, damn, I meant tactics, but yeah.
Oh, tactics?
Oh, you meant tactics? That's fine. We can do that.
It's a vastly different role for
Yeah.
Ajax.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's just how they handle the initiative in this system.
It's a 3 for eject.
Okay. Normally I'd ask you what Pokemon you're gonna choose, but the
Oh my god.
the Eevees are ready to reclaim their home. Just so they can leave.
Do you need my dex for this, or
Well,
most of us rolling 3s?
That's crazy.
wild Pokemon just get a D6. So let's see. Lol.
Oh shit.
Mariana's gonna be up there. Mariana's gonna be at the top of the initiative order, and then the Puchianas are gonna be at the bottom at 1. Let's pull up the turn order. So the boss monster at the top, 6, and then his minions at the bottom. Excellent. Okay. And then I gotta add you guys. Ira, what'd you get? You got a 3? Okay.
I got a 3, but I did get the highest heart roll.
So then we'll bump you up the rest, just so that we can have the tiebreaker for when it's appropriate. So you are a 4 in that regards. And then what did Fenrir get?
3.
3 as well. Right. And then Ashrid.
2.
Yeah. Tobias.
For heart or tactics?
Tactics.
3.
Okay. And then who got higher on the roll between you and Ajax on the heart?
I got a 4.
I got a 4 as well on heart.
Okay. You guys can interchange your turns then if it's to be less complicated.
You for me, I don't care.
And Wesley's the only one that did bad, so he'll be at 0. Okay. Alright, the moment the fight begins, the Mariana gets up and just roars. And as it roars, it's Mariana's ability intimidation, so we already have that considered. It is going to thank you, Pokeymanz, for making an encounter generator. So my Mariana knows. Well, I won't say the moves out loud, but magical girl sight for the win. It is going to run in and immediately attempt to bite one of these random Eevees. I'm going to do a D5 roll. That is going to be a left counting roll. Starting from the left. I mean, I guess we're hitting Ira with a bite.
It ran all the way out of the cage just to bite me.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
It hates you.
Alright, cool.
It runs. The Mariana's the leader. It jumps over all of the other Eevees, lands in the back of the crowd, symbolizing no escape, and then it sinks its teeth into Ira's back for 1 wound.
Okay.
Speaking of wound, Opal, you're able to retaliate.
Yeah. So with that heart roll, like Ira was really feeling it and was really ready to go, and like, you know, I imagine its little feet were just kind of prancing around like it's ready to take back and reclaim its home. And as it takes the bite attack, it's gonna like shake it off as best as it can and going to do a double kick against the Mightyana. And was there a bonus to that one, you said?
Yeah, because it's super effective. You're going to have a +2 on the roll.
For a double kick. Okay, I'm adding the bonus to... Oof.
Okay. well, don't forget you get a trainer die as well. From
I
commanding
didn't. What is that? Tactics?
it. Tactics.
No.
Okay. All right. So again, you take the higher of the two. So you would take the 5, and you're able to. You were trying to double kick it, right?
Yes.
The Mightyana gets kicked right in its stomach, and it kind of slides back a little bit, wincing at the pain. Hiya! Yana!
Hey Liz, can you give me an angry Eevee?
Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. If is that I believe that's all for you for now.
That would be me.
Okay, Ryan. Before you go, the Mightyana is a boss mon. That means something special. In D&D, it's usually legendary actions. In this game, it is I think it's called a raid action. I forget what it's called, but it is going to raise up its voice, and you can see howls begin to blast onto the field as all the Puchiana and the Mightyana get +1 on their next attack. So the enemy is powering up as the Mightyana just kind of grits its teeth and smiles at you all. It retreats back its ranks. It's not targetable until you knock out at least one Puchiana or its turn goes. Ryan, you're up.
Alright, I am going to go to the nearest Puchiana that I can get to and don't kick it in the face.
Sure.
And that's +2. So do I add that as a bonus?
Yep, you
I
can just
did it
put
as
2
a
at the end.
bonus.
Yep.
+2. Smith. Wild Eye. What is Wild Eye? Just sit Smith on tactics.
Mhm.
And oh,
Absolutely nothing.
Is
Wow.
that even possible?
Something must have went wrong there.
oh wait.
You
As
put
well
you
as
put
it.
+2 symbol. You just put 2. It looks like you would have gotten a 7. Yeah, in the area where it's a +2, you just put 2, not +2.
Oh, okay, my bad. So we just reroll.
No. We could, if you hover over it, you could see your die was a 5. So it's a total would be a 7. You did good.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad.
Okay.
Trying to use it in the sheets now, not the chat.
No, you're fine. It's just the +2 threw it off. If you just put
Okay.
2 next time. Anyways, you're able to kick one of the Puchiana really well, and it just kind of lets out a yelp as it just kind of skips backwards. All right,
And I'll just tell Eevee come back and just get in defensive stance and be ready for the attack. Next attack.
Ajax.
Ajax would go. We can't go after the Mariana until one of the Puchianas is defeated, right?
At least one of them, yeah.
Fenrir would go after the one that Bias hit. Which
Yeah.
one it was?
Now remember, usually in combat we double our dice. If you still wanted to target the Mightyana, you could use a move action to get into a better position and then do a single die against the Mightyana. So there are still ways to target it. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Fenrir would try to move around, kind of jump off the try to copy the Mariana, try to jump towards it from above.
Okay. So yeah, so you sacrifice your move action because you have your battle and move. So you move him into a better position, and as he gets into that better position, now you're able to attack it.
All right, gonna do it with close combat.
Nice. So you get that +2.
No. Ooh, I rolled a 1.
It's all good. Yeah, you go to do it. So there's one thing I want to mention now that we had a missed throw, even though we have, because Opal recovered, so I didn't bring it up. But we have home field advantage as one of the arena features. Remember, not all features are hazardous, which means once per battle, you guys can redo your rolls by cashing in the Eevee's home field advantage.
Oh, I'll do that.
Yep, go for it.
Aha!
That's exactly what you need to walk us through. That looks as the Mightyana kind of squeals in pain.
The Eevee would jump towards it. Got a little bit too excited, over jumped it. Then kind of just decided to do a quick little step back as it, with all 4 paws, starts going crazy on the Mariana. For a moment there, it seems like it's standing on 2 legs, and it throws, and it gives the Mariana a quick little 3-piece combo.
Someone sneezes far away. Achoo! Ah. And he keeps walking as he makes his pants even tighter.
Oh, God.
All right, Ajax, not bad, not bad. So move and attack. Krilla, what you got?
So, what does the crumbling cave hazard? What's that all about?
So maybe one
Are
of
there like rocks up top?
Yeah, the crumbling cove. It's cause it's a little alcove, but you can, if you were to target the ceiling and get a good enough roll, you may be to collapse rocks on multiple Puchianas, and to be fair, vice versa.
Okay. I think I want to try to do that and use quick attack to have Eevee like sprint up the walls and hit the rocks up top above them to hit multiple targets.
Okay. So give me double dice. So your dice, your tactics die, and it's or you can do research since you're kind of like scoping the area. So you can do a research I think you're better at that, right?
Yes.
So you can do research for you, and then obviously your Pokemon's quick attack.
Okay, and it is same type advantage, so does it need a 2 bonus?
Yeah. For same type is 1. Only super
for
so
same type is
1,
1.
and then super effective is 2.
Okay.
If you chose the feature for that.
And then you said research. Oh, it's so weird on iPad. I think I hit research. Did that do it?
Oh, we got one of them. We got your D6. We still need the trainer's research.
Okay. I don't know why that didn't go through. You want me to just do it on my sheet?
Yeah, research on your sheet, yeah.
Okay. It's really weird on the iPad. I don't like it.
No, you're good.
Okay, research.
Now you can't wait to get back to your setup, huh?
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, so yeah, you try to hit the cove, and I will say that you weaken the cove this round. Go ahead.
I can use home field advantage, right?
Absolutely, and that gives you a complete reroll. So that'd be a reroll on your
both.
quick attack and your research, yeah. You just can only cash it once this battle, but yes.
Okay. Oh, once this battle, not once each turn?
Yeah, it'd be way too powerful to do each turn, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well. Yeah, might as well. Let's do it.
You might as well, yeah.
I'm already on my sheet. I'll just do my research roll first. And then we'll do Eevee.
You know who else gets home field advantage? Gym leaders.
Oh, son of a.
But don't worry,
That can also be
today's
fun.
yours. Today's your advantage. Oh no.
Did it do worse?
It's exactly the same.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's inverse. It's like
Whatever.
the research is not quick. So yeah, you go to do it, You hit the rocks and stuff like that, but the your Eevee kind of trips and falls down. It's not used to moving this fast. Okay. So at least they're not snake eyes, or it'd be worse.
Yeah, we tried.
It's just you see all the Poochyana just begin to surround it. And Wesley just screams, "Don't you pick on that one, Eevee! When Titan, the future Stellion, is here!" You know, it's Steel Evolution's name. Wesley's a dumb kid. You see two of the Eevees start running right towards Ashrid to bite down. They both got D4s. Remember, they don't have trainer dice, so that's nice. So 2 D4s are coming at you, but Ashrid makes up for her lack of offense in her quick feet, as her quick attack is still kind of going on in the fiction. She's moving so fast that the Poochyana just kind of bump into each other as they try to bite her. And
there's also a runaway too.
Yeah, I was thinking
ability.
that run away and quick attack, just making you able to get out of dodge. But the other two Poochyana run to attack Wesley since he challenges them. It's another 2d4 coming out for those. And the same thing. Wesley goes, "Use your ultimate attack, dodge." And Eevee just looks up like, why didn't he think of that? And he does the same exact backflip as Banner and dodges it.
Oh.
And when he lands, yeah, when he lands, he also has the same hair design as Banner with that one stick out hair.
Oh, that's why he was running low on gel.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the Eevee. Krill will look to Wesley and say, "Good job, Wesley," and give him a high five.
You want to see a good job? Titan! Hyper Beam!
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
You see, Titan doesn't know how to do hyper beam. She just does his tackle. And he in the confusion, he's gonna likely miss, but he screams, "You need to show him your best on your turf." And then this is Wesley's trainer die. Unfortunately, Wesley only has a D4 tactic. So, Snake Eye does something bad. We'll cash in home field advantage, because Snake Eye means that not only do you fail, but something really bad happens. So we'll cash in home field advantage. Still gonna miss, it looks like. Never mind. Wesley just goes. He thinks about everything he's learned from Ajax. He's attacked his eye as him, and he goes, "Focus, Titan. Slip under the injured Poochyana's guard, and then kick him to the sky." So he does that, but he headbutts him instead, since he doesn't know double kick. And he headbutts that Poochyana down. And this Poochyana on the far left is almost in knockout range. Alright, we go back to the top of the order. And the Mightyana jumps out. And just kind of races down towards Titan, who's in deep. And the Mightyana is really hurt. And you see it as its raid action, it's going to target 2 Pokemon instead of 1. Actually, it took 2 damage. I think it took 1 damage from Ira and 1 damage from Fenrir, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll just kind of intimidate Titan as Titan just kind of lowers his head into the dirt. The Mightyana runs to attack Fenrir and Ira. And let's see what Magic Girl got for us. Okay. We're going to roll 2d6. The first one is on Ira. The second one is on Fenrir. Each of these have a +1 attached to them. So that'll be a 6 against Ira and a miss on Fenrir. Ira takes her 2nd damage.
Are you only 2nd, or is Ira not out?
No. This is only the 2nd time she attacked, right?
Yeah, I was just making sure. Oh, because it's gonna be
she's
5
got 3
more,
HP.
not 5. It's gonna be 5 more, not 5.
No, 5 is the hit. Your armor class is 14, and 5 hits it. And then it's 1 wound, yeah.
Okay.
So he bites you, tosses you. He goes to fight against Fenrir, but Fenrir is just kicking, jumping, flipping. Opal, you're up. Opal, there's a moment where you could possibly take out the Mightyana before it goes into its guarded state, which is its Poochyana's protected.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
So the Mariana is going to eventually, at the end of your turn, like how legendaries work in D&D, it is going to
Yeah.
retreat behind the Puchianas again.
Mhm.
But you have a chance to eliminate it before that happens, since it's your turn first.
Okay.
And it, like Ira, is down to its last HP.
Okay. Well, I guess it's gonna try to run forward and double kick it again before it gets stuck behind the barrier. And that was tactics. That should hit without me needing to roll tactics, right?
Yeah, but if you crit, you could set yourself up for your next move, so you never know.
Right.
Yeah, well, duh.
Holy
Jesus.
Oh, well, what were we talking about here?
Oh,
Didn't
no, it's
didn't
good.
need
It's
it.
fine. Didn't need it. Nope, not at all.
So when you deal with swarms, you can do what Mariana did, and he targeted 2 people. So you can take out the Mariana and one of the Puchiana. The Puchiana only has 1 health. If you want to walk us through that description of your angry Eevee taking these 2 Pokemon out.
Okay. Like I said, he was really ready. He's really ready to go, man. He was coming in ready to fight. Got all inspired by Ajax and Banner's display, and like Opal's really like push him. You can do it, buddy. And so he's prancing around until it's his turn again, and then he runs up, and as he goes to run, he starts to turn, and one of his back feet hits the Mightyana, and the other one of his back feet hits the Puchiana and takes them both down as he spins through the air.
Just kind of slides
Love it.
back. Eevee! And,
Yeah! And like Opal's screaming.
Excellent. Now, Ryan, you're going to have to top that somehow.
I do like I can. She took out 2 for round 1.
Yeah. One good thing, though, is you see that the Puchianas, now that the raid Pokemon is done, they seem a lot weaker. So they're going to follow regular minion rules, which means any damage on these Puchianas will knock them out.
Alright, I'm going to see go after the one that's closest to me. So go to that one that you should highlighted.
Okay.
And let's see. I'll double kick. And 2. Submit. And
That's okay. You still have your die.
oh, that'd be tactics. Pokemon support, no.
No, because that's why you did double kick.
Okay. Pokemon support, no. And
Oh, nice. Another kick.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Okay.
There's some inspired little Eevees.
Yeah.
So not only do you kick the crap out of your Puchiana, but with your 11, you're able to set up Ajax, who goes next, to get a bonus on his roll, as the other Puchiana is going to lose all desire to fight. His knees weak. There's vomit on his sweater and stuff.
Eagle is reference.
That's your second M&M reference this campaign.
Whenever there's people with weak knees, we gotta say it. And these Puchianas had both their parents. All right. So as this Puchiana gets kicked to oblivion, Tobias just kind of stands up tall. His regal name. He looks back to Ryan for approval.
I praise him and give him a thumbs up.
You notice something strange on Tobias. He's got on his neck. He's got a signature from Banner. that Tobias, you probably selling for some good money, just throwing it out there. All right, in any case, Ryan, as you kind of show off your ass, Ajax, one of these Fuchianas are an easy takedown, but I feel like you might not even go for it. And then the other one's regular, but both of them will be knocked out if they take any damage.
Okay. Fenrir is gonna go after the one that's 90. Go after the one that's ready to fight.
The one that's shaking in his boots, you just run past him.
Close combat. Bonus. 6. For a 7.
Easily.
Hey.
I don't know if you want to try to for a crit with your own roll or if you're satisfied.
I'll do it just to see. Come on.
Tactics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, your tactics, yeah. Okay, good. We've just been getting so many ridiculous crits tonight. It's been pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
So that one's willing to fight, so he's running at you. And you see him begin to glow white like he's about to evolve, but you were able to knock him out before that happens. Walk me through that.
Fenrir would see the one that's, cowering, basically not defending itself, and he'll just kind of run past it as he'll go after the one who still has some fight in its eyes. And he'll just kind of pounce at him. And in that pounce, he would unleash a pretty nasty combo on it. At one point, he even gets hit with the tail.
Some random bystander. Stop, he's already dead. All right. Chip Charm's like getting like anxious. He's thinking about like fire blasting that final one. All right. Speaking of that final one, as Krilla, can you close this out? If not, Wesley's gonna have to do it, and you'll never hear the end of it.
Oh God. Yeah. All right. I think we are going to go in for another quick attack and end this. All right. Astrid, let's end this fight. Boop. Boop.
Okay. You know, always go for the crit too. So let's see. Your fitness or your no, you're not doing hazards.
Definitely not fitness. Tactics. No, yes. Oh.
Yeah, every time I say tactics, I freaking say fitness by accident.
Nah, I got you.
Thank you. But a 5 will hit it. So why don't you walk us through your victory here? You know, it's funny too. With your quick attack, technically next round you would have gone before Ryan and Ajax. So slowly, in longer fights, that's going to matter. Stronger opponents, legendaries, that's going to matter.
Right.
Which I'm so excited for our first legendary in the future. Don't worry, not now. You guys get demolished. Yeah. So walk us through the end of this fight.
All right. Well, I will tell Astrid that reclaim your home, show them what you're all about, and end this fight. As she will start running and get faster and faster and kind of dart around the cave, at one point running like around the sides, jumping off, and then hitting the Puchiana. And then doing a front flip and landing all like cool style. While the Puchiana faints behind her.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone gets a Pokemon XP. Which remember goes to the trainers, but if you want to toss it onto your Eevees, you can. But because it goes to the trainers, the Pokemon XP, it means you can put it on any of your Pokemon. But as the Puchiana get knocked out, you see the Mariana call most of his gang and they run for the hills, retreating. I believe we had a desire to get an auto catch, so we could say one of them stays behind. If is Opal, did you still want a Puchiana or no?
I do still want a Puchiana.
Okay. So one of them stays behind and gets up, is particularly injured. Your Rattata approaches it because he understands how it feels to be hurt and nudges him to his feet as he walks towards you and joins the party.
Aw, buddy.
Oh.
And Ratatat, you don't hear Ratatat. He goes, "It's okay. You just stay with us and you'll get as strong as me one day."
Aw.
And the Puchiana was thinking about saying, "You don't look that strong." But Chimchar's standing behind the Ratatat and he just goes, "I understand."
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like Chimchar's a little shit, but he probably looks out for the Ratatat. Because they've been spending, you guys have been together for a few weeks now. Or a few days.
Yeah.
In any case, as the Puchiana joins the party and you guys look onto the horizon, your Eevees are ready. They can be set free and stay home, or every single one of them are ready to stay on this journey with you. So just to lock it in, and don't forget to mark off your Pokeballs. Ira looks to you, Opal. Will she be staying with the gang forever?
Well, it's up to Ira because Opal did catch a Puchiana. So
See,
you're welcome to join the team. Maybe we can learn how to be good teammates together. But if you don't want to, I understand.
Ira draws a picture of the Mightyana in the ground and slams its tail, destroying it with its anger. And then it looks at the Puchiana, and you don't hear it. It just goes, "You get out of line like the big one, and you're gonna be in the dirt like the big one."
Oh.
Oh!
Well, you just hear it. It does look aggressive as it's talking, and then it goes and it bops into your love ball where it gives you a warm smile. The
Aw.
Puchiana thinks, "Damn, what the hell did I get myself into?"
I'll
There's
hold
so
out
many
a,
Pokemon rivalries here.
I'll hold out a love ball for it to boop as well, and just kind of cradle all of the Pokemon together.
It looks at the love ball and it just goes, "God damn it, that's a nice house." It jumps inside. Fenrir, already having notched off, make sure you keep track of that, Ajax. His first victory for close combat.
Yeah.
It looks at you and doesn't even give you the option. It's ready if you're ready.
Yeah, he just will hold out the Pokeball.
You see it before he gets in the Pokeball, he digs his hands in the black mud. And you know how like football players have like the black ink under their eyes? He puts one under each eye. And it jumps into the ball. Astrid walks over and looks at Aquila. But you don't even notice it's looking at you because it's standing on a random rock like that other guy does. Because he's so fast with quick attack and run away. But eventually when you turn around and see it, it's just wondering whether you're going to keep it or not.
No. I'll approach it with Growlithe and take out a Pokeball and say, "You're more than welcome to join the team." And Growlithe will do a little bark, and I'll be petting Growlithe and hold out the Pokeball to Astrid for her to decide.
She walks towards the ball slowly and looks at Pixel. "Let's make something clear, Growlithe. You were here first, so I won't get in your way. I just want to be the best. Maybe we can do that together." And Astrid gets in the ball.
Finally, some good association.
Growlithe is so used to toxicity that it has the confusion condition for a moment.
No.
What? Meanwhile, in a tree somewhere, smoking weed, Casanova's just watching everybody.
God damn it.
Smoking weed.
Fucking bird. That fucking bird.
Food.
As I draw the comic, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to like give him like
A cigar.
sexy face when he's talking.
Yeah.
Or something.
Dude, Casanova we're talking Ajax smooth in the Pokeverse. For the Pokemon.
Oh my god.
He's always finding trinkets and stuff too, like a crow would.
I love that.
Tobias, Ryan, I would say Ryan looks up to you. Tobias looks up to Ryan. It'd be weird if Ryan was looking up to your Eevee.
I was looking at mirror the entire time.
It's like a fucking Gigantamax Eevee.
No,
Anyways,
jeez.
Tobias looks at you and he just has a curious gaze whether he's worth your team.
I was kindly asking if you had a choice. Well, like crouch and hold a Pokeball out. I said I love it to join the team, but no pressure to not to. I can understand. Just like I said, just wait for the Eevee to spawn as I hold the Pokeball out.
He looks at he tries to look at the tattoo on his neck of Banner. And then he looks back to you. Then he looks back to the tattoo. And he goes and walks towards your ball. And he jumps inside.
Awesome.
If it's somehow, some way, the tattoo that was on his neck of Banner is now on the ball instead.
Wait, it's down on the ball?
Yeah, down on the Pokeball instead.
Oh my god.
I'll give you that bath as soon as I can.
Clean. Children, clean your balls. Alright, anyway. Wesley looks at Titan. And Titan looks at Wesley. And there's no question. Titan runs away.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And Wesley goes,
buddy.
I guess you can't catch them all, huh? There's tears running down his face as he looks at Ajax and he just goes, that's alright. I still have Dureg. Wait, where's Dureg? Dureg comes around, he's eating berries and stuff. And Wesley returns Dureg. And that's that. Okay. As each of you advance towards Palmyra. I think it's Palmyra. Am I saying it wrong? Yep, Palmyra. Your first major town besides the Amityville, which was a smaller village. As you get through Palmyra town, you see where your journeys will take you next week. Where you have the options of facing a Pokemon gym, curing your Rattata, becoming a loyalist to Banner, and many other things in the wonderful world of Pokeymanz. All right, that is where the session ends, but let's do our stars and wishes before you all run away. Let's see here. So we'll do top down. So Fearless is actually the top because he's live streaming. So Fearless, what was your favorite moment of the night, and do you have any wishes?
Favorite moment is the Johnny Bravo with I don't know what other mixture of a dude. He was great, and Agent's gonna keep talking that trash to him.
Yep. Even though he deleted the footage of you beating it.
As far as wish, no real wish. Everything is great so far. I'm enjoying everything.
Okay, neato. Liz, your favorite moment, any wishes?
I'm gonna have to go with the bison again. That was funny.
Oh my God. Like that bison. Goddamn.
Is that your wish too?
Yeah, more bison.
You know,
No. I just find the bison and the random popcorn. That's just funny. It's funny to me. Those are probably my stars. Random shit. And for wishes, I wish that freaking Cat and Pixel would get along.
No comment.
That's gotta get resolved at some point.
No comment.
But it is funny. I love it. Good lord.
Yeah, Casanova.
My Pokemon.
He sounds like a mobster, and he looks like Idris Elba, and he's always, and he'd probably be the narrator to the story too.
No, 100%.
If it was like a
100%.
noir film, it was a rainy day. All right.
That's Cass, yep.
Page. Your favorite moment, any wishes?
I Ending wishes like everything's going great so far. No wishes on left. My favorite moment. It's just being banned. That was breathtaking, to say the least. Just old that banner scene.
Okay. Good old Banner. Banner's the real deal until a real deal shows up. All right. Ward, whose name is censored on the stream still. Your favorite moment, any wishes?
Oh my god, I'm so proud of Ira. Oh my god, freaking critting and taking out the boss and a minion at the same time. Holy
was badass.
shit. I really love how all of my whole team up to this point has personality. I really freaking love that. I wish we'd found a fossil, but that's just the dice, and I know there will be more opportunities.
Plenty, if it all goes in the right direction. There's be a lot of opportunities for you to find crap around the world.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But
Yeah,
with that said,
Tragikarp will pull it up.
yeah, Tragikarp is the relic. You just don't know it. No, imagine. It kind of looks like a fossil now. I think about it. Okay. All right, folks. I know it's really late. We end these games like mad men and women at 2 a.m. Thank you for playing. I'll stick around for a while, but goodbye, stream.
Yay.